While you're doing that, I'm just going to recap what we were talking about here. Let me share my screen again. So we still need the companionship, the member controller, the routes. We got the visits. I got the authentication portion done, and then Brandon had done the research on the URL connection, which he was just about to present.
I thought Chandler had done this companionship, but I don't remember for sure.
He finished his model, but the controller code was still needed.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Come on, generate. It's been slow.
It's Java, man. It doesn't go fast.
No, it doesn't. Alright, so basically, where are we? Main activity. Okay. So I did two things in here. I kept getting the problem. I did two things. I did a thread, and then I did the HTTP connect to download the PDF file for the first presidency message, and it actually works. The problem is the download is so small, so fast, I can't get the progress bar to show what's supposed to do, so I put a manual timer on it. But basically, it goes in and uses HTTP connect, pulls the URI from the file, and it opens up with the default application, the PDF viewer, whatever is on the phone. Alright, and this is the downloader right here. It's the HTTP connect. It opens up the connection based on whatever we have it set in the main activity. Basically, it opens, creates a file locally on the phone. Okay, yes, I got headphones in. Alright. Pulls it into the buffer, reads it, writes it out. We make sure we capture any exceptions, and it prints out an error in case it does that. XML, this is what it basically looks like on this section right here. Obviously, that's editable, but we got a download bar here. We got a progress bar underneath it. We got the view bar right underneath it as well. And it actually fully compiles and fully functions. Let's see here. Screen share off. Alright, so I'm just going to open the app here. I have a totally downloadable app there. So there's that. We're going to download. It downloads, and we should be able to see the first presidency message.
Looks good.
So I don't know if we need to edit anything in our app to include that. Probably just in the view, probably include a section that lets you download the first presidency message. I can clean this up a little bit, put a title in it, but yeah, it downloads it, and then you can view it.
Cool. That looks good. Yeah, we'll have to have that as a button on the app. So.
Yeah. I don't know. We can just keep it a separate page if you want. I don't care.
Yeah. Either way is fine, in my opinion. So.
I'll get this on GitHub. I don't know where you want it because it really wasn't in our original model.
Yeah, if it's not already on the same GitHub, you can just copy the code into that.
Yeah, I will. So, but it fully compiles, fully works. I'll even put the download on our drive.
Okay.
So you guys can download it if you want on your phone. Be like, oh, it works. But it should work with anything. Whatever your default PDF reader is, it should work.
Cool. So I guess at this point we should have, after we get some people to drop in their code, we should be good to go with the server-side code. Now we just need to get the main code set up, so like a main menu and all that.
Well, the XML code is actually pretty simple. You just run a main activity for the app, and then you put action listeners in for when someone clicks a certain button, then it executes whatever Java class that should be connected to.
Okay, so where does the XML code come in from that you're talking about here?
In the activity main, that's how you get this menu. And it's just a way to execute everything. So like this download button right here, I have it ID'd out as button 1. And then in your main activity right here, there's an action listener here for the download here. Make sure I can find it right here. So that's the tag right there for it. So where is it?
I can't see your screen if you're pointing at anything.
Oh, my screen's off. Let me fix that. That would be a little helpful. Okay, so right here, public void download view W. What happens right now is there's an action listener that's going on right here. Okay, and it's waiting for an activity to happen on the main XML. And so what happens is when this button 1 gets hit, all right, it triggers. Where'd it go?
Interesting. I didn't know that.
It triggers this part right here.
Cool.
So that's what it triggers. So it's knowing the download tag got hit with the view action listener right here. Then it runs this, which is the download file class. And that's basically it.
Okay. Cool.
So if you can get everything all into like just one area, it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
Because that's all I have to do here is do file downloader .download file, and it runs it.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't know that it was built out on XML. I've just been doing normal Java.
No, everything executes in Java, but just to map it and the action listeners are done in XML.
Yeah, no, I do understand that it uses Java in the background. I was just saying this part I did not know existed.
Oh yeah.
So cool. So now we just need to design our view layer, I guess, for. Well, I guess we need to split out who wants to do view and portions of the view as well as the controller for the app side instead of the server side. So we need to follow up on assignments. I'll do that. Have it set for next week, 12th. And last week. So we're missing the companionship controller, member controller, routes controller. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Who wants to work on trying to build out the main UI? Basically where you would see the, I guess, would we have the visits being the main page, or what would you want that to be, the districts?
Well, we have, what, authentication, right? We gotta have them authenticate first.
Yep. Yep, so we've got that. So now you can get into the app. Now we just need to display whatever we want to be the first thing. So whether it be the families or the assignments for the companionships or whatever. What were you envisioning on this app or this portion, Brandon?
I wasn't sure exactly. Are we trying to just make it so we have to hit a button and it pulls up another screen and we hit that button, or did you just want all the options available on one page? I mean, we can do it anyway.
Yeah. So.
Because we've got this download view, and I can make that download thing actually run a command server side to generate a report, and then it can download that report locally, and then you can hit the view to view it. So.
Yeah, I mean, we could do it either way. One way you could have it is having a menu bar at the top where you can select it and have the different options in that. Either way's fine to me.
Yeah. But it really doesn't matter to me. I mean, if I don't know how to do it, I can look it up. So.
Okay, let's just go with the button option. Just all these buttons down the middle of the screen.
Okay.
That's all we need.
Yep. I'll go off of what we have. I guess we only need to know. Each controller needs a button, right? Basically.
Basically, yeah. It would create a different view from that, but...
Yeah, and what I can do is when he clicks on it, it actually pulls up a different XML, which has different options.
Yep.
So I can do that part. And what I can do is I can just make these buttons, in empty shells until we have a definitive Java program for it, and then I can just drop the Java classes in and then tie it to the Java classes, and it should work. Should. Okay. Knock on wood.
So I guess we now need to start looking at okay, so basically we need to have somebody work on the member controller for the client side. Companionship controller, client side. Visit controller, client side.
Did you hear that? They made Suicide Squad PG-13.
Okay. I'm in my meeting.
What?
I'm in my meeting right now.
So, Owen, for all these things you're typing out right now, are there things to look at, kind of like last week, where I can just kind of base it off of that?
No.
There aren't?
No. So I can take this. And let's see who else. More. Dan Reeves. Aldo. Okay, so these are the assignments, and next week we should be able to come together and start tying the view and the control layers together. Anybody have any questions or any more concerns?
I guess I just need some direction on like how to start. I guess kind of a little guide.
I'll do mine, and then you can just copy from mine. I'll be done around Thursday or so.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just keep my eye on the GitHub then. But other than that, I don't have any questions. I mean, I understand what's going on. It's just the writing part of it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll work on that. Like no, it's good. I'm just thinking out loud now, so just ignore me.
Okay. So guys, I'll talk to you next week, same time, same place.
All right. I'll talk to you in just a sec.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Yeah.